राधे
During Gauranga Mahaprabhu's descension, there was a devotee named Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Once, while dancing in devotional ecstasy and overcome with divine ecstatic symptoms, Mahaprabhuji began calling out his name repeatedly.
पुनरिक विद्यानिधि विद्यानिधि
He started crying very loudly, after which he swooned and fell down in ecstasy. The devotees present initially thought that Mahaprabhu was calling out the name Pundarik, which means Sri Krishna, and crying in separation from him. However, on hearing the name Vidyanidhi joined with it, they concluded that this Pundarik Vidyanidhi must surely be a God-realized saint, whom Mahaprabhuji was remembering. All of them desired to have the darshan of such a fortunate person, whom Mahaprabhuji remembered and called out to while in ecstasy. Mahaprabhuji had a devotee named Mukund Dutt, who was totally surrendered to him. Mukund and another devotee of Mahaprabhuji, Gadadhar, went to Pundarik Vidyanidhi's house to meet him. As soon as they reached his room, they found him resting on a pillow in all splendor and opulence. He was wearing extremely fine clothes. A very fine silk sheet was spread on his bed. Spittoons were kept on either side of his bed, and he was chewing betel leaf, while two servants fanned him. The whole room was filled with the perfume of a fragrant essence, and large cushions were also kept in the room. After seeing all this opulence, Mukund paid his obeisance to Pundarik Vidyanidhi very reverentially. But Gadadhar did so disinterestedly. thinking in his mind that he had come to the wrong place.
This Pundarik Vidyanidhi seems to be a very worldly person. Look at his opulence and the style in which he is chewing the better leaf and talking about worldly matters. I do not feel he has anything to do with God or devotion.
Now, Mukund read Gadadhar's thoughts and understood his state of mind. He had developed ill feelings towards this great devotee, and consequently, he will end up committing a serious spiritual transgression. Therefore, to free him from this misapprehension, he read aloud 2 verses from the Bhagavatam, which are very famous and considered the crest jewels of the Srimad Bhagavatam.
अहोबकीयं स्तनकालकूटं जिघांसयापा ययदप्यसाध्वी लेभे गतिं धातृचितां ततोऽन्यं तं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम.
Alas, how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than he, Sri Krishna, who granted the position of a mother to the demoness Putna, although she was unfaithful and had applied deadly poison on her breast to succor the Lord in order to kill him.
पूतना लोकबालघ्नी राक्षसी रुधिराशना जिघांसयापि हरये स्तनं दत्त्वाप सद्गतिम्.
Putna was always hankering for the blood of human children, and with that desire she came to kill the infant Krishna. But because she offered him milk, though poisonous, she achieved the greatest attainment.
A devotee tells Shri Krishna, O Shri Krishna, you are so merciful that you gave your divine world to the demoness Putna, who had fed you milk from her poisoned breasts with the intention of killing you. Then, whose shelter should I take other than yours? On hearing these verses, torrents of tears began flowing from the eyes of Pundarik Vidyanidhi, and he at once fainted in devotional ecstasy and fell from his bed to the floor. He then started rolling on the floor very vigorously. All his hair as well as his clothes became disheveled and covered with dust. He continued to cry uncontrollably. After catching hold of the feet of Mukund, he started beating his forehead against them and begged him to recite those verses again. Thus, crying uncontrollably in this way, he fainted again in devotional ecstasy. When Gadadhar witnessed all this, he was filled with remorse and repented for having ill feelings towards such an exalted and God-realized personality like Pundarik Vidyanidhi. He realized that he had committed a serious spiritual transgression by judging him based on his worldly, Mayic behavior, and returned to Mahaprabhuji. After narrating everything that happened in Pundarik Vidyanidhi's house, Gadadhar begged for forgiveness. Mahaprabhuji told him,
Since you have committed an offense against my devotee, I cannot pardon you. Go back to Pundarik Vidyanidhi and beg for forgiveness from him and make him your guru. This is the only means of atonement for your offense.
Hari, Hari Bol, Bol Hari Bol, Hari 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 Hari Bol. Therefore, you should never judge a saint by his external behavior. The only criteria of his saintliness is the ocean of divine love hidden in his heart that is revealed occasionally when he listens to the glories of his beloved Lord.
महाप्रभु कहे बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल ओ हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल 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 Ram